Outstream has grown significantly since we invented it. So it started back in 2011, and at the time we were only focused on publishers. And I'm only saying this for context. So once you get a lot of the larger publishers on board, which that takes an education, and it takes an understanding from the editorial staff, how it can enhance the article page, how it's not just another ad unit, but it's actually natively embedded within the editorial. Once you get the editorial staff on board, then you get widespread adoption across most of the publishers. So the state of the state in publishers for Outstream video, as it applies to Teads, is about 65% of all the ComScore top 300 publishers are actively utilizing the Teads platform for Outstream video. A lot of those are also exclusive partnerships. So we've seen a aggressive but organic mainstream adoption of Outstream video, and now it's just become this massive opportunity. You can also take a look at Facebook benchmarking our format, and that is one of their prime video formats, really to understand how big the opportunity is. From a brand perspective, we're working with 85 out of the top 100 global spenders actively right now. So all of the largest brands in the world are also very much on the path to Outstream.
Cool. Let's talk about pricing and how that's going. CPMs, there's a big range, and just give us an idea about how pricing works, and also the marketplace of you guys selling it, the publisher selling it, sort of the programmatic scenario. Let's talk about the marketplace for a moment.
Sure. So the original idea of embedding a video unit within the editorial content was, if we're talking about mobile, that was typically a 300 by 250 display unit. It still is a lot of the time when you're scrolling through editorial content. So this type of ad format, obviously the publishers are going to garner significantly higher CPMs for a video unit than they do for a display unit. So if you're a publisher, you're basically worried about your overall RPM, and that's going to be revenue per 1,000 pages viewed. And this type of ad format increases that dramatically over what they're typically used to with display. When we're working with publishers, we're a full stack provider for them. So we do ad serving, so that is the publisher selling the ad unit themselves, and they're just programming their campaigns in our platform to serve within their editorial content. They're always at the top of the waterfall, so they get the #1 spot. Then after that comes the Teads direct sold backfill, and then programmatic channels. And depending on what the publisher wants, that could be exclusively deal ID basis, so private marketplaces, large brand advertisers, or they can participate in our marketplace, so the Teads marketplace, which operates like an exchange to further backfill any unsold inventory.
And tell us about the pricing and the range and how prices are set.
So prices are set by the publisher when they're selling them themselves. So some might package the unit alongside their pre-roll inventory. Some of the big guys do it that way. It's a video agnostic approach. Video is video is video across any screen. Some of them might use it as a standalone viewability video unit because the viewability is so strong on these types of ad formats. And again, the range is dramatic, Andy. So depending on the publisher and what they're typically getting for a campaign, they might be selling it from anywhere from $15 to $75 CPMs. Again, if it's a ultra premium tier 1 publisher, they command very good pricing.
Jim, and your deal with the publisher, there's a revenue split, or explain a little bit how that works, your relationship with the publisher?
Yep, so if the publishers take backfill from us, there's a commercial relationship there. And again, that's very unique depending on what the publisher is looking for and their overall strategy. But we typically will be paying them a specific price or occasional revenue share. Again, it really depends on how it works. And you also have to understand we have the ad serving and SSP fees that go along with that. So usually when we're negotiating our general terms, there's a lot of conversations around those 3 areas.